Oh, kia ora mai tātou te whānau. This is Rewa Te Kau here from Te Kaitaki Marakai Backyard Gardens, and we're on Te Mamaku's Te Papakainga Mahinga Kai project, and thanks to Waiatua Trust, which we have connections with, we have just planted 7 banana trees, got an order for another 10. Early in the week we did Nico down there, got an order in for another 7. We're beautifying the whenua, but we're also thinking about food security, sustainability, and the kingdom of God could look like what? It looks like a garden. Put some other herbs in here. So I've got comfrey, borage. I'm just starting to add those in. Borage is to help attract the bees. What we want the bees. We don't want the wasps. So that's what we've been doing today. This week's been awesome week. We've planted a whole lot of harakeke. So up the top end we've got a pā harakeke. In here we've got a pā rongoa and rākau Māori ki Aotearoa. We've got natives in here that we're fixing, and we had a friend out who's a bit of a garden apiarist, and does a lot of work around propagating. So he's got a whole lot of fruit trees that he's going to give to us, which we will gladly take, and we'll slowly creep up there. But yeah, get the bananas planted in. The only problem is they need to get a bit thick, like see these ones here, nice and thick. I don't know about the wind. Sorry about the sun too. We've got all those natives growing in here, mahui. We've got this one feeding, the birds drop. Got all these natives. It's pretty awesome. But that's what she looks like. So these are a bit more mature. I got them like really good price because they were overgrown and people didn't really want them. So it helped them out. The trust bought them. Idea being that we fill the gaps. So effectively we're using swales to grow these ones, and these ones here, the water comes down the hill anyway, and we're just basically doing rows, and will be our fruit trees. Great thing about banana leaves and banana trees is you can cut and drop, and they're really good for feeding the root system, hence why we've planted them in between. And then I'll plant in some smaller dwarfs of whatever fruit tree it might be. So we'll have different layers of canopy, and they're doing different things. But yeah, the idea being is that if we are working on this mara here and we're doing cut and drop, and or wanting to build up the soil health, instead of, well, this will happen in time, instead of bringing in a whole lot of materials, the trees that are here, we can thin them out, just drop them down, and every 4 meters we'll have, if that, we have these banana trees. So effectively all I'm doing is cutting and dropping, putting here, that feeds that, because they like compost, but the nutrients will go through the soil and feed these other plants. So as these get bigger, we'll just cut drops down, and then you see where the shade is, so we can start putting in vegetables under the shade. The buttercups are lovely blue yellow flowers. Got pups coming, so eventually these will all produce pups. Pups are your next generation of bananas, and we'll have one growing. If there's a 3rd or 4th pup, we'll take that and plant it somewhere else. Got one over there, got a couple over there. But this is been a good day this week. We've planted now 7, 27, 37, 45 plants in the last 14 days. Part of that's it's this time of year, May, end of April, May, coming into June, before it gets too cold. is the time to plant all your trees that you might have had. So what we do is we'll be germinating, so like I'm doing Kodi and harakeke and mahui, karaka. We're doing that now in the germination stage. I'm planting out the seeds so that in a year's or 2 years time, when it comes to May, we'll be planting out. And so eventually we want to repopulate the vegetation for our papakainga and native fauna and flora, and then people can build anyway. But instead of having all those gorse around, we have this, well, in this case, we've got food forest here, and we're just slowly building that up. Yeah, it's pretty awesome really, because we've done quite a bit, and we just need now in between so I can mow, and we can take our tractor or something, and then we can, well, not tractor but a smaller, if we want to grab fruit off. So yeah, the next phase I want to get some more fruit trees, plant some more on that side, plant another row. We'll bring these up here, we'll bring this up, bring another row in here. Probably 2 rows of fruit trees, it'll be all down there, and then a wind tunnel. I want to have a kaumātua sitting platform there, we can catch the rain, and then the rain can fill water down that way. And up this side is our, so in summertime, when we come to spring, that's where we're going to plant all our kumara. Yeah, fruit trees, but that's what she looks like. And I'll just swing around to what we did earlier yesterday and early in the week, and last week. So we've got these trees here. We're just doing a test of got harakeke, a pā harakeke here. Got some more pā harakeke, bananas, Kodi, kawa. So we're just going to slowly plant out this area here. But predominantly this will be our pā harakeke, so our weavers. And there's plenty of harakeke around the place, but we're wanting to make that good. So we put some more harakeke in here and there. This is the entry point. Move across this side. We've got swan. So swan, as you know, we may not know, that's for our attracting monarch butterflies. Kawa, some more flowers. These flowers here, that tree over there, the beautiful flowers, so that'll bloom up there. Some natives. Excuse me, we've made swales, made hugo culture over here, got some more kawa that we've planted down in here, feeding the banana, and in a tree line we're slowly lifting this up, feeding, and we're just chopping in branches. Got all these natives, and more kawa, rongoa Māori, kawa, kumara we've got kumara at the front here, got kumara along the side over there, so we're encouraging the natives. Look at this tree. This is our wood, good for wood. Look at these berries. So we're in a wānanga here on the weekend, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with these berries and collect them and spray them out. Just like what the birds do. And here they are. See this one here. This one is that one we just looked at. That one there. You can tell by the brick, the grated edge. But those, you can pot those out. All these little babies, just from those seeds. You can use those. I think, yeah, I've forgotten the name of that one. Mahui. But we can plant those out, let them germinate for a year, and then this time next year, plant them somewhere else. Populating, put some more kawa in, lifting the ferns. Some more here. We're going to be talking about this on the weekend. We've got a Hauora weekend, wānanga over there at Whitiora Marae, and on the Saturday morning we're having a little workshop over here. But we've got more kawa in here, mahui, lifting the fern. Look at that, look how beautiful that is. There's all those little ones there. They're all ready to plant out, and they've all been dropped from that tree. come through here. Here's our kumara hoe. Good for folk. We planted some tea tree. Look at that interesting flower. Coming through here, got this lovely, this is good for filtering your blood. Another rongoa Māori, some more tupu that has come through. See, God does his own thing, he lets these grow. And all we don't do, we just plant them out, move around, plant them out, plant out. Coming through here, more natives, more tupu that are coming through in the bottom here. These are all ready to be able to plant out. And the idea being, we'll actually plant along the edges and have a bit of a swale walk through here, coming through, and have this whole canopy as all natives. And then effectively what we're going to do is we'll then duplicate that around the place where the trust would like us to do that. We can do that. We just start regenerating the native fauna and flora. And while these trees are here growing really well, they're dropping seeds which we can use. I've got a gap over here, so we're just redoing a regeneration process. We've planted in some ake. My tefa is made out of that, and it's just lovely. We're going to put some more in there. Got some bananas. Going to get some more Nico that we plant here. So we have 7 Nico, 2 more over there, a couple here. Yeah, sorry, I'm moving so fast, and we have some more over that side. We've got some other natives in here. Well, we may put another banana in. Get some more natives. Help these ponga, tidy them up. Like what we've done down there, we're tidying up, slowly tidying up. Probably put another banana there and another banana at the end. Yeah. That's what it looks like, whānau. This is Rewa Te Kau here at Mātua Mahinga Kai project, and yeah, I'd love to have done this 20 years ago. We'll be eating off all this. However, I've got a moko, and there are mokos that are running around this place, and we're wanting to make sure we can feed them. And whoa, look at you. Go. Tēnā koe. Tōku pai tēnā. Māku. Manu's some side for us, particularly the PY wika, and then when the kahu fly around, here she comes back around. How far around are you going to come? Yeah, there you are. Tēnā koe. Joe talks about birds. Joe 12, I think it is. They speak to us, divine things. All right then. That's our planting out today. We're ready for our wānanga coming up on Saturday. We've got a Ringaropa wānanga that Pou Amarangi, which is our leadership program we're running, hosted by Waiatua Trust. We're using the marae over at Whitiora on the other side of Te Tii, and over there Friday night, 5:30, Pōwhiri, and it's about whole wellness. What does that mean? And I'll be talking on Saturday morning over here. We'll probably actually do some potting out of these. I'll be talking about huapara kore, making a kai, and the idea of regeneration, and particularly at this time of year, planting out and the need for planting. Alright whānau, ngā mihi atu kia koutou e tēnei wā, e mā take ana, e tēnei wā, o reira tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, kia ora mai tātou.